Bayer Leverkusen takes on Bayern Munich in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Bayern Munich's the man, that really sounds familiar, huh? Bayern Munich's the $2.12 favorite with the total at 3.5, slightly juiced to the over. The draw's plus 375 and Bayer Leverkusen's plus 475. And after Thursday's betting action, I'm 5-0 in my last 5. Extra daily pick tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. The daily extra pick is one of those packages that I sell, and I'm currently 10-3 in my last 13 picks in that category. Good for 77% over the past 13 days in that membership. I also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And if you just want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, link for that site is in the it's in the description section below, and that is patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Leverkusen scored just, they haven't scored many goals in their past couple of matches, let's just put it that way. And one out of those matches was actually an embarrassing 4-1 loss to Wolfsburg. They're also 11 points behind Bayern Munich in the standings right now, while also scoring 32 fewer goals than them on the season as well. And speaking of Bayern Munich, they're coming off a 5-0 dismantling of Fortuna Dusseldorf in their last outing themselves. Munich's given up just 2 goals in their last 8 matches. They also haven't lost a match in their last 15 outings, while currently on a 10-match winning streak, by the way. And as a matter of fact, they went 14-0 with a draw in their last 15. Very impressive there. Needless to say, Bayern Munich's in first place in the 18-team Bundesliga with 67 total points. They also rank first in goals scored along with first in goals allowed. Now, total-wise, Bayern Munich is, 2 out of their last 3 got over the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bayer Leverkusen saw 2 out of their last 3 get over that number themselves. Matter of fact, 7 out of Leverkusen's last 9 got over the 3.5 as well. Give me Bayern Munich winning this one straight up for some pricey moneyline cash, and the over 3.5 in that match. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the show. We continuously keep recording this show, so I keep messing up in the same spots every time we do it. It's just one of those days. Just don't want to wake up. That's every day. Anyway, guys, before we dive into some more of this free content here, I just have to remind you once again that after Thursday's betting action, I'm 5-0 in my last 5 extra daily pick premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a great website where I sell sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. One of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. It's only $2.99 through the end of the month, and I'm hitting at 10-3 in my last dozen picks in that category. And once again, that's good for 77% over the past 13 days in that category. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, let's go ahead and try this again. See if we don't mess up in the same exact spots we did in the first 5 takes we did this video. All right, next matchup. It is going to be Eintracht Frankfurt taking on Mainz 05 in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern showdown. Frankfurt's plus $1 on the money line. Total's 3.5 juice to the under. The draw's plus 270 and Mainz is plus 245. Now, Mainz was shut out in their last outing 1-0. Hoffenheim shut them out in that contest. Mainz is also winless in their last 5 straight, including an embarrassing 5-0 shutout loss to RB Leipzig. Mainz has scored just 1 goal in their last 3 outings. They've also been victorious in just 1 out of their last 8, which includes a devastating 4-0 shutout loss to Wolfsburg during that span. Now, Mainz is currently in 15th place out of 18 teams in German Bundesliga. They've also been victorious in just 8 out of 29 total games on the season. and ranks second to last in total goals allowed. Now, Frankfurt on the other side is coming off a dominating performance where they shut out Werder Bremen 3-0. They actually haven't lost a match in their last 3 straight, and that includes a very impressive 2-1 victory over 6th place Wolfsburg as well. Now, scoring-wise, Frankfurt saw their last 2 straight stay under the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, 4 out of their last 8 also stayed under that total. Now, on the main side of things on the other side, they actually saw their last 2 straight stay under the 3.5 themselves. Meanwhile, 4 out of their last 6 also stayed under that total. So with all that in mind, give me Eintracht Frankfurt plus $1 and the under 3.5 in that contest. All right, next match, it is going to be Fortuna Dusseldorf squaring off against Hoffenheim in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern kickoff. Sounds like a name you'd give a dork in high school. Hey, Dusseldorf. Right? I don't know. Hoffenheim, they are the plus money favorite at plus $1.45. Total's currently 2.5 juice to the over, and the draw's now plus 260. But if you like Fortuna to get the job done here, they're plus 175 for some money line cash. Now, Fortuna's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 7, including a 5-0 shutout massacre at the hands of Bayern Munich. They're currently in 16th place out of 18 teams in German Bundesliga with just 27 total points on the season. Fortuna's been victorious in just 6 out of 29 contests this year, and they rank second to last in total goals scoring. They're averaging just 1.06 goals per contest. Now, Hoffenheim on the other side, they're coming off a solid 1-0 shutout victory over Mainz 05 in their last outing themselves. They actually haven't lost a match in their last 3, and that includes a 3-1 victory over FC Cologne during that stretch as well. Very impressive victory there. Now, Hoffenheim's currently tied for 6th place with Wolfsburg with 42 total points on the season. They're right in the mix here. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, Hoffenheim saw 2 out of their last 4 get over the total of 2.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the Fortuna side of things, they saw their last 3 straight get over that number themselves. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Hoffenheim plus $1.45. Very good price point there. In the over 2.5 in that match. All right, next contest, it is going to be Leipzig taking on Paderborn in a 9:30 a.m. Eastern start time. Excuse me. Wow, excuse me. Sorry about that. Leipzig's the massive $7 favorite in this one. Total's 3.5 juice to the over. The draw is currently plus $7. And if you like Paderborn in a miracle, they're plus 1,700 to get the job done. Now, Paderborn's been pretty pathetic this year, winning just 4 out of 29 matches on the season. They're coming fresh off a joke of a contest where they gave up 6 goals to Dortmund in a 6-1 drubbing. They also haven't won a match in their last 10 straight, including losses to the likes of Cologne, Mainz, and Hertha Berlin. Paderborn scored just 7 goals in their last 9 matches. They also rank 16th in both goals scored and goals allowed. And just for reference real quick, their 19 total points on the season is 48 points behind first place Bayern Munich. Now, Leipzig on the other side, they doubled up Cologne in their last outing by the final of 4-2. They actually haven't lost a match in their last 11 straight. Very impressive there. And they had shutout victories over the likes of Mainz, Schalke, and Werder Bremen, just to name a few. Now, Leipzig is just 2 points behind second place Dortmund in the standings. They've been playing very good football this year. They also rank 3rd in total goals scored and 2nd in total goals allowed. Now, when it comes to the scoring in this matchup here, Leipzig saw their last 3 straight get over the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, on the other side, they've given up 61 total goals thus far on the season. Leipzig very well may put this one over themselves. Give me Leipzig for the landslide victory and the over 3.5 in that match. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Borussia Dortmund taking on Hertha Berlin in a 12:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Dortmund's the $2.75 favorite, totals 3.5 juice to the under. The draw is plus $4, and Hertha Berlin's now plus $6.50. Now, Hertha's been victorious in just 3 out of their last 7, including a really bad 5-0 loss to FC Cologne during that span. They're taking on a Dortmund squad who's in second place in the 18-team Bundesliga with 60 total points. They've gone 18-5 thus far in the season with 6 draws, and they rank second in total goals scored with 80. They're coming fresh off a 6-1 beatdown of SC Paderborn. They've also lost just 1 out of their last 8 league matches, including shutout victories over Frankfurt, Bremen, Freiburg, Schalke, and Wolfsburg. They've been definitely dominant during that stretch. Now, total-wise, Dortmund saw 2 out of their last 4 get over the total of 3.5 goals. Meanwhile, Hertha Berlin on the other side saw 2 out of their last 3 get over that number themselves. Matter of fact, 5 out of Hertha's last 7 got over the 3.5 as well. Give me Dortmund winning this one outright for some very expensive money line cash. You might want to include that one in a parlay, and the over 3.5 in that match. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. Once again, brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. And from our Patreon platform, shout out to Sandeep Jakar, Walter Jiminson, Edward Palomo. Shout out to Mr. B. Shout out to Isaac Moskowitz, Joseph Victorian, Alvin Reyes, and Angel Robles. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out to Will Slade, Aiden Poach, Kevin23, Chris Borowich, Proline Master, Francis Hart, Bubba Jonesy, and Philip Garcia. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out goes to John Collins, Kevin Hill, Teddy Choba, Mexicals, Tapia, Mexicals. Shout out to Jay Williams, Leslie Botang, Julio Vargas, and last but certainly not least, got to give a shout out to my man, YC Mike Kep. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Friday or Saturday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.